Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
Hello students, I am Vidya from G.K.Jain school. Now I am going to teach you about connective tissues from class 9. See, this connective tissue composed of cells, fibers and matrix. So the cells, fibers and matrix are present in the connective tissues, and here the matrix is the main bulk substance of the connective tissues, and in that cells and fibers are scattered. And this connective tissue proper, what is the role of connective tissue proper in our connective tissues in our body? See, it binds all the organs together, it connects all the organs together, that is why it is named as connective tissues. So, as it binds all the organs together, it provides support and framework structure to the body. Okay, and because of this connective tissues, our body parts will not get dislocated while we are moving. So, since we don't, imagine that we don't have any connection in between all organs. So, what will happen when we move or when we do any other work? That body parts will get dislocated. So, this connective tissue prevent the body parts from getting dislocated. Okay, so this is the main role of the connective tissues in our body. So, these connective tissues are classified as 4 categories. One is proper connective tissues, supportive connective tissue, dense connective tissue and fluid connective tissues as per that according to the structure and functions. So, according to the function and structure they have been classified into 4 categories. Okay. Then first one is the proper connective tissues. This proper connective tissues further classified as areolar connective tissue and adipose connective tissues. This areolar connective tissues also known as a proper. Okay, so this areolar connective tissues are made up of elastin fiber, collagen fiber and fibroblast cells. The elastin fiber and collagen fiber, fibroblast cells are present in the areolar connective tissues. These fibers are formed as a thread-like structure crossing each and every direction, and while and also it leaves some space while crossing each other. So, this fibers formed a thread-like structure in every direction and leave small spaces. That spaces are called as a areolar. Understood? Okay. Then what is the role of this areolar connective tissue in our body? Yes, it connects the skin to the underlying muscles, and also it fills the space inside the internal organs. Okay, if we have any injury, that injured skin, okay, so that skin is made up of tissue. So, that particular tissues are repaired by this connective tissue and they fixes that particular skin to the underlying muscles. So, you can find these type of areolar tissue around the blood vessels and nerves. Okay, so this is what about areolar connective tissues. Okay, then what is the next category? Next category is the adipose connective tissues. This adipose connective tissues consist fat cells and adipocytes. See, these fat cells are round or they are oval in shape. The cells of the adipose tissues are round and are oval in shape. And also this adipose tissues act as a fat reservoir since it is made up of fat cells, and it is found in the subcutaneous tissues in between the organs, in between the internal organs. So, you can see these type of adipose tissues around the heart or around the kidney. around kidney and around eyeball, you can see these type of adipose tissues. And also it is act like a shock absorber, since it is made up of fat cells. So these fats are a poor conductor of what? Heat and any other external factor. So it is act as a shock absorber around the kidney and around eyeball. And also it regulates the body temperature, and also it act as an insulator of the temperature, since it is an insulator. So how it is insulator? Because it is a poor conductor of heat. So it is help in regulating body temperature. So these are the main function of this adipose tissues, adipose connective tissues. Okay, it is made up of fat cells and adipocytes. The next one is supportive connective tissues. What are the supportive things in our body? Yes, very good. Skeleton system is the supportive tissues, supportive connective tissue, because it is rigid and they are hard in nature. See this cartilage. Next one is cartilage. This cartilage cells are present in the fluid substance called lacuna. Okay, the cells of the cartilage is present in the fluid substance and it is called as a lacunae. And also they are very semi-rigid. They are semi-rigid and they are flexible in nature. They are soft, flexible, and they are semi-rigid in nature. And this lacuno, see, this is a fluid like substance and it is composed of matrix. Okay, the matrix of this cartilage is composed of large cartilage cells. That cartilage cells are called as chondrocytes. Okay, the cartilage cells are called as chondrocytes. So the matrix is composed of these chondrocyte cells. Okay, and here, since it is a flexible, you can find these type of cartilage in our tip of the nose and our external ear. So you can see this cartilage in the and also not only and tip of the nose and external also, it is also present in our internal part like larynx and pharynx. So these parts are made up of this type of cartilage and it is flexible and it provides support to the body parts. Okay, and next one is bone. So this supportive connective tissues also consist bones, and this bones of the matrix, they are rich in calcium salt and collagen fiber. The matrix of the bones are rich in calcium salt and collagen fiber, which strengthen the bones, so that which make the bones to be hard and they are rigid in nature. Okay, they are not flexible. So this bones enables the body movement and provides framework structure to if you take that overall supportive connective tissue means it enables the movement of the body and also it provides body structure. Okay, it provides the good posture, correct posture. And here the matrix forms concentric rings in the bones. So that concentric rings are called as a lamella. Okay, the matrix are formed as a concentric rings in the bones. So that concentric rings are only called as lamella. And each things are communicate with each other. They are forming as a network structure. That way of one to another is called as a canaculi. Okay, it is forms as a network structure. It communicate with each other through this canaculi. Okay, so the cells are present in the lacuna. So as I told you already, what is the lacuna in the cartilage itself? The lacuna is a fluid filled substance. Okay, so lacuna means it is a fluid filled substance in which the cells are present. So that cells of the bones are called as osteocytes. The cells of the bones are called as osteocytes.
Our bones also giving protection to the internal parts like some of the body organs, internal organs are protected by the bones. For example, our brain, that brain is a soft part, so it is protected by the skull. and the lungs, heart are made up of smooth muscles. They are very soft in nature. So it is located inside the rib cage. So this is how our rib cage is giving production to the lungs as well as heart. So in that way, this bones having a role of giving production to the important internal organs. Okay, and also these red blood cells are produced inside the bones. So inside the bones, the bone marrows are present. That is a spongy like substance. That spongy like substance producing red blood cells.
The next one we are going to see about dense connective tissues. Okay, so in the next video we will discuss about the dense connective tissues and what are the further classification of these things. Okay, I hope this video will be very useful for you all. If you want more updates on educational videos like this, don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel G.K.Jain. Thank you.